Well, greetings to all those who have come to watch and participate. Welcome to you all. Find your purpose, excuse me, after 60, a journey of reinvention. It's a class that particularly interests me, being well over 60 and finding myself occupied with all types of things. You know, our 60s and beyond are not the winding down years. They are the golden hour before sunset, when everything glows softer, warmer, and more honest. We've gathered stories and skills and scars that now shape a new kind of wisdom. This time of life isn't about slowing down. It's about shifting focus from doing to being, from chasing to choosing. It's the perfect season to reinvent yourself, not out of necessity, but out of curiosity. You've earned the freedom to ask, what do I really want next? That's the beauty of this hour. It's all ours to paint. No permission needed from anybody. It's truly the golden hour of our life. And it's worth thinking about seriously. And hopefully this class is going to help you a lot. So we've been told that our prime years are behind us. That's absolutely rubbish. If purpose had an expiry date, no one would have written their best book or started a business or fallen in love after the age of 60. Colonel Sanders didn't fry his first chicken until he was 65. Laura Ingalls Wilder published her first book when she was over 65. The myth of too late is the world's way of keeping you small. Don't fall into that trap. But reinvention laughs in the face of calendars. You're not running out of time. You're stepping into it with intention. Well, you should be. Life experience is your greatest currency. The trick is learning how to spend it differently. So, purpose gives the day shape, color, and rhythm. Without it, mornings can feel like blank pages. Searching for purpose isn't about filling time. It's about feeling alive when you wake up with something that excites you, even slightly. The body follows with energy and the mind hums with possibility. Purpose gives your heart direction and your thoughts meaning. It doesn't need to be grand or word-changing. It could be as simple as nurturing a garden, mentoring someone younger, or telling your story. The question isn't, what's my purpose? But what makes me feel wonderfully useful today? So, what is the difference between meaning and purpose? Meaning is what gives your life a sense of value. Purpose, the purpose, is how you express that meaning. Meaning lives inside you. It's how you interpret your experience and what you care about. Purpose lives outside of you. It's the doing, the sharing, the giving. Imagine meaning as the light within you and the purpose as the lamp that lets shine into the world. You can have purpose without deep meaning, but it won't last. It really, truthfully won't last. And you can have meaning without purpose, but it stays private. The magic happens when they meet. When what matters most to you becomes what you do each day. That's it in a nutshell. Reinvention isn't about becoming someone new. It's about remembering who you really are beneath all the roles you've played in your life. For decades you may have been a parent, a worker, a spouse, a manager. Now you get to rewrite the story with freedom and self-awareness. Think of it as a creative upgrade, not a restart. Reinvention comes when curiosity outweighs comfort. When you ask, what if I tried that? Instead of, can I still do that? The truth is, the second half of life isn't a decline. It's the encore performance. And you get to direct it your way. Before we go further, let's watch a short video that beautifully captures what it means to reinvent life after retirement.
Important video, certain things that you need to do to ensure your happiness in retirement. And really, it's not about the money. It's about some other things out there. So definitely check that video out. But again, for me, it's the purpose. It's the YouTube channel here. It's being able to get up in the morning and know that I have certain things that I'm going to do, create the video, do the editing of the video, map out the scripting of the video. I have something every day that I'm doing. I'll spend 20, 25 hours a week just doing this YouTube channel. And I love it. It gives me purpose. So what is it out there that you could do? What is it that you feel that you can start doing that just makes you lose track of all elements of time? I think that's one of the biggest clues out there. What are the issues in your community or even in the world that really drive you to act? Some people will find that as a purpose. Here's a good one. What are the skills? What are the knowledge that you have that could benefit others? You may even find that starting a coaching channel or starting a one-on-one mentorship program. There's a lot of individuals out there, retired individuals that are doing this. And the big one is just, what did you dream about before your career took center stage? These are all questions that you can ask yourself that can help you find your own purpose. Like I say, I found mine with this YouTube channel. And then let's talk about passion for a second, because I think passion is probably one of the biggest rewards that retirement gives us. It gives us the time to do something that we really enjoy doing, that maybe we didn't have a lot of time to spend on before. So let me give you an example. My friend Mike, and I actually did a video on this a few years ago, and I'll put this link in the upper right-hand corner too, because it's a real inspirational story. Mike was one of my best friends, and he was retired, but he found a passion in the game of chess, to the point that he actually monetized this. So he was a former grandmaster, and he was the one. I knew how to play chess, but then Mike taught me how to play chess, and I really enjoyed the game, playing with Mike. We would play every Friday, and I actually went out and I helped him, because his big thing, and he was making some money on this, he was teaching kids how to play chess. And he would have chess tournaments. He would set up chess tournaments. And I actually helped him a couple of times. And again, I have a video that talks about this. Check it out. It's a very inspirational, it's a moving story. And I miss him a lot. But the thing is...
Right. Let's stop there. I think you get the idea of what he was saying and what I've been saying up to now. It's really interesting when you start thinking about it. Let me get my slide back into place. And we're going to talk about now letting go of old labels. Okay. Most of us wear invisible name tags like retired or widow, or former teacher, or grandparent, and so the tags go on. They describe what was, not who you are. Reinvention means kindly removing those old labels so that you can breathe again. When you let go of fixed identity, life becomes more fluid, open to new roles and adventures. It's not denial, it's permission. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting your past. It means refusing to be limited by it. Ask yourself, if no one expected anything of me, who would I be today? The answer might surprise you, and it's the first clue to rediscovering purpose. Joy is the compass that points towards purpose. It's often hidden under layers of responsibility and routine, but it never disappears. Think back to what made time just vanish. It's often hidden under layers of responsibility and routine, but it never disappears. Think back to what made time vanish when you were younger. Painting, perhaps, or helping others, or exploring. That spark is still there, waiting for your attention. Sometimes rediscovering joy is as simple as saying yes to curiosity again. Purpose often whispers through joy, not duty. The more joy you allow, the clearer your direction becomes. Start small. Try one thing this week that makes you lose track of time. That feeling, that's purpose in disguise. Purpose doesn't need business cards, promotions, or applause. It's not about the role, it's about the reason. Some of the most purposeful people you'll ever meet are the quiet ones. The neighbor who checks in on others. The volunteer at the library. The grandparent who listens without judgment. When we attach purpose to titles, we limit them. True purpose flows through ordinary acts done with extraordinary heart. It can live in conversation, creation, or kindness. So don't ask, what should I do? Ask, who can I lift today? I would call it contributionism. That's where purpose usually hides, in plain sight. The world is full of people who began after 60. And I call them the late bloomers. Okay. Vera Wang designed her first wedding gown at 40, but built her empire later. Grandma Moses began painting in her late 70s. These stories aren't exceptions, they're reminders. The second act can be the most vibrant one because you finally understand what matters. Purpose ripens with time. It doesn't spoil. So take heart. Maybe your masterpiece hasn't even started yet. The emotional reset. every reinvention begins with an emotional wobble. Doubt, fear, or sadness might surface, yet as enemies, but as old gatekeepers asking, "Are you sure you're ready for something new?" Smile at them. Fear is often just excitement without direction. Give it a purpose and it transforms. The emotional reset is about welcoming those feelings, thanking them for protecting you, and then gently saying, "I've got this one now." Emotional freedom comes when you stop resisting change and start trusting it. The unknown isn't the enemy. It's the adventure zone for the next version of you. Learning never retires. Curiosity is youth's secret tonic. And the good news is, it's never out of stock. The moment you stop learning, life begins to shrink. Whether it's a new language you learn, a digital skill, or learning to play the ukulele, your brain loves novelty. Learning isn't just for the young. It keeps you young. It rewires your mind for optimism and adaptability. Think of every new skill as an open window, letting in fresh air and possibility. The question isn't, can I learn this? It's, what small thing will I learn next? Sometimes we lose our compass. But this short video that I'm going to show now reminds us how meaning can guide us home again.
Purpose makes us whole. Purpose gives us life. Purpose is what gets us out of bed in the morning. And without it, we're drifters. Drifting through life with no direction, no destination, and no end in sight. And life is dull, mundane, monotonous, and meaningless. Sheen called this the anxiety of life. Now, some of us will say, just get through school, get a good job, follow your dreams, get married, raise a family, and make a lot of money. That's your purpose. And these are all good things that are part of purpose, but can't be purpose. Because first of all, what if these things don't work out for me? Then what? And second, what if all these things work out for me? Then what? Others will just try to avoid the whole thing and convince ourselves that there's no such thing as purpose. And we'll try to replace the want of purpose with things like pleasures, experiences, and excessiveness. But you know as well as I do, this gets old real fast, and the older we get, the louder those questions become. So what is it? What's my purpose? And how do I break out of this anxiety of life? Well, Sheen offers two solutions. The first is this: go out and help someone. Today, help my neighbor. Who's my neighbor? Anyone near me who's suffering. The poor, the lonely, the sick, the stressed out, the sad, the broken, the beaten down, the depressed, the tired, the hungry, the addicted, the lost, the hurting. Basically, we're all the neighbor. Because when we're living in this anxiety of life, we're living totally for ourselves, trapped in all the junk inside our own heads. And the quickest way out? And the second thing is this: be open. Like our phones receive all kinds of signals from God knows where. We have built-in antennas able to receive infinite signals from outside. We call these. But they've long been disabled in atrophy, and we can't get a signal anyway because we're surrounded by so much. Enable it, and be open to receive some sort of encounter from God. And it doesn't matter.
Right. There you've got it. Okay. So let's move on, get my slide back into place. Never stop learning, you've seen there in our previous slide. So from success to significance over 60. The first half of life often chases success. Okay, we all know that. The second half seeks significance. It's no longer about what you get, but it's about what you give. Significance grows when you share your story, your wisdom, and your experience. Things no one else on earth can duplicate. Perhaps success built the ladder, but significance lies in climbing it to lend a hand to someone else. The legacy you leave won't be in what you owned, but in how you made others feel capable, seen, and valued. Purpose finds you the moment you realize your life's lessons were never just for you. Isolation is the enemy of purpose. Let me say that again. Isolation is the enemy of purpose. Connection fuels meaning. Even one good conversation can reawaken a sense of belonging. Join groups, attend workshops, or volunteer, not just to fill the time, but to exchange energy and make a meaningful impact. New circles bring fresh stories, laughter, and sometimes unexpected collaborations. Community isn't about having many people around you. It's about having the right ones, those who inspire your best self. When you connect with others on the same path of reinvention, the journey feels lighter and the purpose grows louder. Creativity isn't about talent. It's about truth finding a voice. Whether you paint, or you sing, or write, or grow flowers, creativity connects you to your essence. It's not the product that matters, it's the process of expressing who you are now. Think of it as a spiritual playtime, where the rules fade and the imagination wakes up. Purpose often sneaks through the brushstroke or melody. You don't need to show anyone. Creation itself is a form of healing and companionship. Give your inner artist permission to emerge and express itself. You'll be surprised how much wisdom lives in color. Your body is the vessel through which purpose flows. When you nurture it, clarity and vitality follow. A brisk walk, a nourishing meal, a few minutes of quiet breathing, these simple acts make space for inspiration. Health isn't about perfection, it's about energy. Think of it as charging your inner battery, so purpose has the fuel to move through you. When the body is calm, the mind is more receptive. So before you chase the what's next, take care of what carries you. Your next adventure needs a well-tuned energy that take care of your body and all aspects of it. The digital frontier. Ooh, the internet isn't just for teenagers and cat videos. It's your megaphone for meaning. Surprise you? Whether you post stories, like I do, teach skills on Zoom, or start a small online venture, technology lets your purpose travel far. Don't be afraid to experiment with it. Okay, you can learn step by step. Okay, so many people over 60 just ignore it because of the unknown or the fear or the reputation it thinks it has. Okay, rather take it as like every click is an act of courage. Share your experiences. Someone out there needs your voice. Okay, even if it's just one person. Reinvention today is easier than ever. Your audience, okay, your community, or a new opportunity might be just one post away on the internet. Remember, the online world is just another village. You have plenty to offer. Giving back doesn't require wealth, just willingness. Mentoring a younger person, volunteering at a shelter, or even sharing your story can change lives. The joy of contribution is powerful medicine for the soul. It gives structure to your days and warmth to your heart. Purpose blooms when what you've learnt becomes what you give. The more you share, the more you receive. Not in things, but in gratitude, in connection, and a renewed sense of self. Change is the one constant we can rely on, and resisting it is exhausting. Grace is the art of dancing with what you can't control. When you greet change with curiosity instead of fear, you reclaim your power. Reinvention is, in essence, a series of graceful pivots, small, brave steps that add up to transformation. Next time life surprises you, smile and say, the plot thickens. That mindset turns anxiety into adventure and helps purpose evolve naturally without force or frustration. Anyway, to wrap it up, let's hear a perspective that ties purpose to action. How real people are crafting meaningful lives in
number one core pursuit. Again, think of all the different ways we can or you could volunteer and all the different organizations that you could spend your time with helping a cause that you believe in. It gives you purpose, and most importantly, some of my favorite core pursuits, or core pursuits that really lead towards happiness in retirement, have some sort of social connectedness component or a social epicenter. One of my favorite statistics about happy retirees is they have at least one core or social epicenter. The definition here for a social epicenter is an organized group that regularly gets together once a month or at least once a month. That group of like-minded individuals that you're scheduled to continue to connect with has a tremendous benefit on your socialization, social connectedness, and then of course all together pursuing the same cause, if you will, for where you're volunteering. So we have 5 tips for you to help you find core pursuits. Number 1, tap into your professional skills. So this might entail you tutoring what you used to teach or consulting at a company in the same vein of what you used to work at full time. By the way, part-time work can be a core pursuit when you're in retirement. Number 2, if you have any sort of trade skills, be it landscaping, carpentry, an electrician, or anything that makes you handy, there's a tremendous need here in the United States for those skills, and it can become a core pursuit for you. Number 3, let your creativity flow. Maybe you're a musician, a photographer, an artist. There are so many opportunities for you to put that creativity that might just be you in your house most of the time to a larger group or a larger purpose. If you're a musician, maybe you finally join a band. If you're an artist, maybe you finally start teaching or taking art classes. If you're a photographer, maybe you start contributing some of your work to a publication in your community. Number 4, how about becoming a member of a board? Companies, nonprofits, neighborhood associations, schools have a tremendous need for people to volunteer their time and expertise on their boards. This might be as simple as doing a deep dive and searching for board opportunities around you. Number 5, if you're an animal lover, there's so much for you to contribute to. And it can be a wonderful core pursuit, whether it's a humane society, an animal shelter, or a charity or nonprofit that utilizes the help of animals. There's so many opportunities for animal lovers, and it can become a wonderful core pursuit. Just remember, it's never too late to start cultivating time for yourself and
Right. That's the point. Never too late at all. And he's given us some lovely ideas of what you can think about, and broad categories that you can look into very nicely. So you've lived many chapters, okay, but this one is still unwritten. Remember that, and you hold the pen. So get smart, okay, but start small. Describe the kind of person you want to be from now on. It might be difficult, but it's an avenue. What does a day in your purposeful life look like? Who are you helping? What fills your mornings with excitement? Writing it down helps you turn vague hopes into clear direction. Okay. Remember, purpose isn't a single destination. It's a story you keep editing as you grow. So what's the title of your next chapter? I love getting up in the morning thinking about a story that I'm going to write. It could be a children's story. It could be something I want to share about health, whatever it is. But I look forward to it. Okay? I can't wait to get in front of my desktop computer where I'm sitting right now telling you this particular story and presenting it. So finding purpose is beautiful. Living it takes practice. Okay, it's not going to just be there. Okay, begin with these 3 tiny steps. 1, a joyful habit. A joyful habit. Remember we spoke about joy. 2, one new learning goal. We spoke about learning something new. Okay. 3, one way to give back. Okay. Small, consistent actions turn clarity into change. Maybe it's joining a group, taking a class, or reviving an old hobby. Purpose thrives when it's in motion. And don't forget to celebrate progress. Okay, even small steps count. Celebrate. Go out for a cup of coffee or phone somebody and celebrate. Okay, you're not building a new life overnight. You're crafting it lovingly. One purpose. Let's say one purposeful morning at a time. Okay, so the final thoughts. Reinvention after 60 isn't about finding what you lost. It's about remembering what still shines. You are not starting over, you're continuing wiser. Life's richest chapter isn't written in youth, it's written in understanding. So walk forward with curiosity, courage, and humor. Okay, keep asking, what lights me up now? Okay, the answers will change, and that's the joy of it. Thank you for sharing this journey. May your golden hour be filled with color, kindness, and purpose that grows deeper every single day.